Greetings, everyone. Let's see if I can get some light on my face. How y'all doing today? Happy new moon in Leo. We are in the window of a new moon. The new moon came in at 12:12 Pacific Standard Time, 3:12 on the East Coast, and 9, I guess, Central is like 2 or 1. I don't know Central Time that easily. So this new moon is very powerful. New moons, in my practice, is where we are at the dark. We're in the dark of the moon. Meaning, if you look in the sky, you can't really see the moon. It'll be a very tiny sliver or nothing at all. And the dark is when we are most receptive. That is the feminine energy. And it's when we are most receptive. So it is during the new moon that in the philosophy that I teach, that we are receiving, like that we are literally planting our objectives and goals during the new moon time. And then when the new moon happens is when we begin to shed what we no longer need. So we are having a Leo new moon at the 2nd degree, which is the degree that is ruled by Taurus, which is about your value. Taurus is your value. So this Leo new moon is saying, focus on you, because you have value. And Leo says the you is the most unique aspect of you. And then opposing this new moon is Pluto in Aquarius. And it says if you can't find the most unique aspect of you, look in your shadow. You're hiding it from yourself. The thing that scares you the most, the thing that you have been in absolute sheer terror of, resistance to, that is where your power is. That is it. And so here we are, because what's going to begin to happen is people are not going to be able to hold the front anymore of who they are, really, because it's coming out no matter what. Now, the thing is, if you are a master of yourself, you can begin to sculpt this energy into something that feels true for you. You don't have to be dragged by it. But if you're not going to be dragged by it, then you have to create systems and put systems and practices and rituals in place that allow you to confront yourself. This is so trippy. It's so trippy to be able to see it in the astrology and to know that, who's experienced feeling a lot of fear? Who has life experiences going on right now that are scaring the shit out of you? Maybe you have a health challenge. Maybe you have, a relationship ending. Maybe you have money stuff going on. Nobody has anything. I know everybody does, but it's so funny. Like, any hearts, anybody who is in sheer, being confronted by life right now, because that is what this Leo moon, and the solution is for you to have the courage to be yourself. The solution is to have the courage to be yourself, to be true to yourself. Don't fold. Don't go to the old behaviors. Literally come to the line and fucking jump off the cliff. Go be yourself. And this energy is, let me see how I'm doing with it. Y'all, I've been doing this work a long time, and so there's a part of me that likes to play small. That's my work. There's the part of me that likes to play small, and I'm finding new ways to be able to be myself and be with people and not feel like I am overshadowing people, because I know what's going on, like I see it. And so typically when I have been this is my shadow, like I will pretend like I don't know, I'm one of those people that'll pretend like if somebody's having a bad time, then I will link up with their energy and it's like I put on a mask of being dumb. I play dumb. I shrink. That's my shadow. My shadow is to shrink. My shadow is to, if I'm an elephant and I'm with ants, my shadow is to be an elephant that tries to come and act like an ant. That's my shadow. That's my shadow. So I am really working on being myself, being true to who I am. So as I understand that people are having a challenging time with this energy isn't challenging for me. This energy is not challenging for me. This energy is actually exhilarating for me. Like I'm at home here. I feel like, yeah, you know what I mean? So, which is why I get to be helpful. It's like, okay, I actually have tools, solutions. I know how to navigate this experience. And so that's what I'm here to do. And I'm not going to play small, and I'm also not going to be arrogant. Because those are the places that I have gone back and forth. I either play small or I become like, oh, they don't know. Like, I do that. So I've been working to really just be in my role as a servant, because I'm a servant, and to be humble and to be sincere and generous. And what it looks like is this. When I was a little girl growing up, I grew up in Watts, and my grandmother was poor, and I could still see reality. And so I just was in my mind, I was always thinking, why are they doing that? As a 4-year-old, as a 3-year-old, what are they doing? That doesn't make no sense. That isn't like, I didn't understand what was really happening. So I just judged everything. Who are we a servant to? Well, I am a servant to humanity. I don't know who you're a servant to. I know who I'm a servant to, right? So you determine who you are a servant to. I know who I'm in service to, right? So, I don't know what we means. I don't know what we means when you say we. Yeah, I'm serving the new age that's coming in. I'm serving transformation. I'm serving love. I'm serving the divine feminine. That's what I am in service to. What are you in service to? I don't know what that is for you. Okay. So I just had a lot of knowing as a child, and that knowing turned into judgment. It turned into me judging others and looking down on people. And I remember I used to pray to God, and I would literally pray and say, like, I hate these people. Like, I hate being here. I hate this place. I hate it. And it was as if God, in all of its grace, would say to me, oh, okay, so let me give you an experience to help it come to life for you. But like, why do we even have to be a servant to something? You get to ask that for yourself. Those are your questions. I am a Virgo, and I'm a Virgo in the 6th house. So my code is to serve. My code is to be of support. So that's why I serve. That's what mine is about. I don't know what it is for you. I don't know what it is for you. You get to be what it is for you. I mean, us in general, the consciousness we share. I don't know. Why do trees have oxygen? I need oxygen, and the trees bring it. I don't have it myself. So the trees bring it to me. That's a service that they are providing. The trees are providing a service. Without the trees, I wouldn't have the clean air. So why do the trees do that? Well, ask them. I don't know. That's my language. If the language doesn't work for you, that's okay. If the language doesn't work for you, find language that works. I'm doing the language that works for me, and my language is so that I can really so that I can be relatable in the ways that feel right for me. So today, with the new moon in Leo, we get to be true to ourselves. And the self is behind the shadow. The self is behind the shadow. And the shadow is the thing. I just shared with you my shadow. My shadow has been to pretend like I don't know, to pretend like I'm as challenged, or to pretend like I'm having a hard time when I'm actually having a good time, to pretend like I'm one thing, and I'm inviting myself to be who I really am. And that is a work in process for me. That is a work in process. And so I would love, you know what, Echo, I can answer your questions, but this isn't the time, because that's not what I'm doing here. But if you want to, you can come and book a session with me, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. And you can go read my biography so you can see what I do, because I am in service to my energy. I'm in service to my energy, and that doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. I actually don't care about what anybody else thinks. It doesn't matter to me. So if you want to come and really, have a real question, you can come and book some time and pay for it and pay for my time, and I would be happy to give it to you in that way. So today, look at yourself. What are you hiding? Where are you hiding out? Where are you not fully being yourself? And what is the story you have around it? Where are you not fully aligned because your shadow is where your power is. Your shadow is where your power is. So wherever your shadow is, you can go on my website at healwithmoonmama.com, and you can go see what my sessions are there. All the information's there. Yes, I love the tree and the new moon. I just had a birthday. Happy birthday! Oh, happy solar return. Happy solar return. And so use the energy today, because also remember, Mercury's in retrograde right now. And if you haven't picked up the Mercury Retrograde workbook, go do that. You can do that at my Linktree or at my website, which is healwithmoonmama.com. And my website is healwithmoonmama.com. My Linktree is here in Instagram, the profile. You can go look at the Mercury Retrograde workbook. With Mercury Retrograde and this energy, see, Mercury Retrograde is just slowing the process down. It's just allowing us to get the ingredients in there that we really want. It's saying, oh, take your time, pay attention, see, where's your shadow, where are you afraid? That's what Mercury Retrograde is saying. Look at your experiences right now. Where are you hiding from yourself? Where are you at war with yourself? And here's the thing, you have to look at your relationships with other people, because other people are just a mirror of you. There is no separation. Where the illusion of separation is beginning to really die. So there is no other anymore, right? So if you're at war with someone in your life, ask, why am I at war with this person? What is this? Why am I in dis-ease? Mercury goes retrograde every 88 days. Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year. So it's not in retrograde all the time, but it goes retrograde every 88 days. That's right. And so now that Mercury's in retrograde, and it will be in retrograde really until the end of August, you really have an opportunity to look at yourself and see where you are in your shadow. Where is the shadow showing up in your experience? For me, my shadow has been that I have leaned so much into the ego that I have renounced the spiritual world, because it is not what other people had access to. And if I would say something that was spiritually laced, because that is my perspective, because I have a Pisces rising, people would laugh at it, or it would be offensive to people. So I stopped using it and I started leaning into the ego, which was just a real form of judgment for me. And so what I'm learning to do now is to lean into the perspective that is truly mine, that is really mine, which is a spiritual lens on things. So this Mercury retrograde is happening in Leo. We have a new moon in Leo, and and the sun is also in Leo. So the moon is our inner world, how you express your heart in Leo. It's literally your creative self-expression. It's important for us to know that we are always creating. Creation is a constant thing. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And this is what I mean. I'll just give you an example. As a woman, we are always, every month, we are having an egg comes into our ovary, it does what it does, and then we bleed. That is the creative process. Every month that happens. Yes, remember to play. Oh my God, yes, girl. Thank you for saying it. Because that is the part about Leo. So for me, the play part is like, oh, I get to see all this reality and all of this. Like, everybody's game is different. So you have to really understand how to come into play. There's a great movie that can help you with that. It's called Ready Player Game 1. And it talks about how this is all a big game. And you are the player and you are the game and you are all of it, right? So thank you for that. Thank you for that. And that's the thing. That's a part of my shadow, is that I'm not really playful. I'm also intellectual, and also in my head that I get overly serious, and I take it all too seriously. I take it all like it's real. And one of the things that I'm so clear about, and you just have to live long enough to see this, is that everything comes to pass and it is gone. So the best thing you can begin to do is don't hold on to shit. Don't hold on to anger. Don't hold on to judgment. Don't hold on to, hold on to yourself. And, that has always been a way that I have lived. And I'm actually becoming different now. Like, I'm actually starting, I'll say I've always been very forgiving, shall I say. Like, if somebody does something and they apologize for it, or they say they didn't mean it, I'm like, okay, cool, let's work it out. And I'm learning that there's another way to be with that. People are who they are. See people for who they actually are. And in seeing people for who they are, then I get to determine the role, how much access they have to me. So if a person behaves in a way that doesn't support me, then I don't need to forgive them for something they've done, but I also know that they don't get to be in my reality. And I'm not angry. It's just that the way that they function doesn't support me. It drains me. It doesn't help me, right? So I am going to put people where they belong in my life. If a person is someone who, does this, like whatever, it's a maturity thing for me. Like, I'm not at odds with people for who they are. But if who you are doesn't benefit me, then you're not going to be on my life on a daily basis. Maybe I'll see you once a year. Maybe I'll see you every other year. But I'm not going to see you. I'm not going to talk to you every day. I'm not going to go on vacations with you, because we really don't have affinity. We really aren't of value to one another. And what I'm learning is when I begin to really understand who I am and how I function, and I do that by understanding my natal chart, you all. See, this is what I keep telling y'all. Astrology gives you framework and context for how something is meant to function. And you have a code, and it is meant to function a certain way. And that's just as simple as that. Like, your eyes are in the middle of your face because they are meant to function a certain way. Every human being has their own code. Every human being is meant to function in their way. You're not meant to function like everyone else. You are meant to be different. And we are coming out of a time of collective cohesiveness, which is dying. We're going into the age of Aquarius, which is your individuality. You must know how you are meant to function. I know how I'm meant to function. I know what I'm up to, which is why somebody's asking me if I'm a servant. I know that I have a stellium in the 6th house. Yes, I'm a fucking servant. And the thing is, being a servant is not about others. It's about serving myself. And when I serve myself, others benefit from that because I understand my code and how it functions. When I rest, when I love myself, when I take care of myself, when I honor myself, when I feel beautiful, when I feel healthy and strong, when I am nourishing my intellect, when I am honoring my emotions and feelings, when I'm paying attention to my subconscious, I feel good, and then that is a benefit to others. That's how that works. That's what servant is. Servant isn't meaning, somebody's my master. It means that I'm my own master, and in doing so, that allows me to extend my energy to others. That's what being a servant is. I have mastered myself, so now I can extend my energy to others through serving myself. Because there is only oneness here, you all. Oneness is the code here. There is no fucking other. There is no other. That's the illusion, that there is an other, and there is no other. There is only one. So, with Mercury in retrograde is our minds. So our minds are being transformed. And Mercury is asking us to begin to speak your truth. To begin to speak your truth. And the sun is saying, express your creativity. And that your creativity is your identity. It's who you are. It's not that you can sing or dance or, color or write or any of that. Your creativity is the essence of yourself. You can just know who you are and sit down. Like the sun is just shining. That's it. That's all it's doing. It's just doing what it does. So you just being yourself will be an expression of your creativity. You just being yourself will be an expression of your creativity. That's why you have to know who you are so you can be yourself. And you right now you might think you do, but there was a time I had no idea who I was. I just was looking, but I didn't even know I was looking because I had always been looking outside of myself. Oh, maybe that. Oh, that. Oh, there, over there. Oh, them, what they have. Oh, that might work for me. Oh, this might work. That went on for years. And finally, I landed in a place where I could begin to realize that, the answers were really inside of me. And so, looking at my chart, I realized, I have a North Node in Aries. What does that mean? That means I'm supposed to be really focused on me. I am here to be a leader. I am here to bring new information. I have Jupiter conjunct my sun. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. Well, what am I going to teach? I'm not going to teach what I was taught because that's bullshit. What am I going to teach? I have Pluto. Like these codes help me understand who I am, how I'm meant to function. Everyone's code is different. Everyone has a different code. And your code, when you understand it, it will reveal your purpose to you. And then that's when you can live in your Leo energy because you know how you're meant to function. A bear is not walking around trying to be a butterfly because a bear is coded to be a bear. And so it does what bears do and butterflies do what butterflies do. The same is true for us. You can't be coded to be a Karen. You're coded to function this way. Like you have to understand your code. It's a real thing. I didn't know it was real, but it's really real. So I am a servant. So one of the ways that I do serve though is like I live here at this apartment complex and we have a lot of cats around here. and I come and pick up the cat poop. I come and pick up the cat poop so people won't be mad that my cats are out here.